Tonight we're gonna make some Mexican cheesy chicken and rice. At a Mexican restaurant back home, that's one of the main dishes that my kids always loved ordering on there. I ordered a variation of it, so let's go check this out and see what you think. You use whatever kind of chicken that you like. I have some chicken thighs here that I thawed out, and I let them thaw in this baggie, so I'm gonna add my seasonings to it right here in the baggie. So I've got some ground paprika, some ancho chili powder, some cumin, and some garlic powder. And I'm gonna add all of this into the bag and toss the chicken up and let it marinate for just a little bit while I get the rice on the stove and stuff. I'm just gonna let this marinate, so about 15-20 minutes. I got all my seasonings in here and I'm zipping it up, getting some of the air out of it, and shake-a-lake-a, shake-a-lake-a. Get those seasonings all over each piece of chicken. And I'm gonna let it sit and get my rice going. For a quick Spanish rice, I have the rice in a bag. You guys use whatever rice you like, but this is quick and easy for me. So I've got one bag on the stove. I would do one bag per two people. So if you have a family of 4, I do 2 bags, etc., etc. Okay, y'all, I've got the rice going, so we're gonna cook our chicken. I like to cook in butter, because y'all know everything is better with butter, baby. You can use olive oil or regular, however you cook your chicken in a pan. But I got a half a stick of butter, and I'm gonna let it melt in here. And then I've been letting this marinate. Already looks good. And we're gonna get it out of here and get it in the pan. So I did use chicken thighs because that's what I thawed out. But if you like chicken breasts, go right ahead. If they're chicken breast, I would pound them to be thinner. I'm just cooking these regular because they're not real thick thighs. Ooh, but you can already tell they're seasoned good. So I have 4 here. I buy a big dill at Sam's and then divide it up into 4 pieces and then freeze them. All right, we're gonna let this cook up here. I'll leave it on one side and let it cook for probably 4 minutes and then flip them. The key is don't keep flipping. So while this is cooking, we're gonna start our cheese sauce. Guys, for your cheese sauce, you gotta cook it on medium heat. If you cook it too quick, it's gonna burn. So I've got it on about medium heat. And here's what I like. I like to spray it with Pam so it won't stick on my pan. So I've got a can of evaporated milk here. Woo! I'm gonna pour in here. I've got 8 ounces of pepper jack cheese, and fresh is best, guys. So I've grated it and we're gonna add it in here. I've got 8 ounces of Monterey Jack cheese and add in here. And then the deli didn't have any American cheese in the deli, so I found some prepackaged that it's the Boar's Head, and that's the brand that you use from the deli anyway. So they had it pre-sliced, so I'm going to use 8 ounces of American cheese. I thought it was 8 ounces, but it's actually 16 ounces of the American cheese. So I've got it in here, got it on low, and I'm just going to slowly stir it and let it melt. I also, just about a 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream. So our chicken is ready to turn. So here's the thing, when I turn my chicken, I'm going to flip it over. It's got a good sear to it. Y'all, this looks good. So at this time is when, hold on. So after I flipped it over, this is when I'm gonna add in my onions. So at most Mexican restaurants, they'll add bell pepper and onion. I just don't like bell pepper. So if you like bell pepper, here's when you should add in some sliced bell pepper to let it cook with the chicken. So I've got a half of an onion here, and I like them sliced bigger for this kind of meal. And I'm going to get it in here and let it cook along with the rest of the chicken. Because then it really absorbs the seasonings that we put on the chicken. And again, if you like bell pepper, add it. I just don't care for it. I always ask for no bell pepper. But it seems like every Mexican restaurant comes with bell pepper and onion. All right, I'm going to keep watching this, let these onions, I'm going to make sure I scrape the bottom so it gets the flavors on these onions of these seasonings. But it already looks amazing. Okay, here's a little secret. I started with butter and cooked the chicken. When I added these onions, I added a little olive oil in it. So the mixture of the olive oil and the butter, because the butter absorbs a lot into your chicken. And I don't want a whole stick of butter in here with this particular recipe. So now to help cook your onions, I've added a little bit of olive oil in here. This is going to be perfect. I decided I'm going to want some leftovers, so I'm adding a second bag of rice to cook up. So I'll have the perfect amount of rice for some leftovers. As the cheese sauce is cooking, if you feel like it's too thick as it's cooking up, go ahead and just add you some more cream and get it to the right consistency. Okay, my version, really quick, Mexican rice. So I ended up doing 2 bags because I wanted some leftovers. So 2 bags, drained them, can of Rotel with the juices in it. And then I'm gonna season it with a little bit of garlic salt. Not a lot, just a little tab right there. And then some Ancho chili powder. And you just season it to taste. You know, stir it up, taste it. Some cumin, add you some cumin. And then, of course, garlic powder. And let's get her mixed up. Also, as you're mixing it up, get you a half a stick of butter. I'm gonna cut it into tabs here so it'll melt evenly, and add the butter to it. And then let's get to stirring it up. I plated the rice, piece of chicken. Look how nice and seared that chicken is. Perfecto. Added the onions to it. And then we are gonna add the cheese sauce. And this is even the best cheese sauce from the Mexican restaurants if you wanna get some chips and dip with this cheese sauce. Yum. Look how pretty this turned out. Like, this is heaven. Get you a piece of chicken, get your rice and your cheesy sauce. Y'all. That chicken is seasoned so amazing. I like chicken thighs because they're so tender. Oh my God, when you cook them, yeah, that crust. The key is don't turn it after 4 minutes each side. Leave it alone. Let it have that seared crisp on there. I mean, you're gonna go, Allah. Get your side of refried beans if you want. Look at that. I mean, this is heaven. Y'all, I outdid myself. This is a throwdown right here. You're gonna pick one of my next recipes, pick this one. It's the best. I got me some cheese dip here with some chips, because it's just like the Mexican restaurant. Just need you some salsa. I mean, look at that cheese dip, guys. Oh my God, it's amazing. That's like back home. Yes. I can't find that in Denver anywhere. All right, don't forget to like my page if you haven't liked it. What you waiting on? I got cheese on me. And share this with your homies. Share. Gen X's, come on, share. All right, have a good evening. Bye.